Hello YouTubers, once again welcome to the production. When for some time now I've not been able to give answer to many questions that people have been asking, my subscribers have been asking, because I have a lot of workload which I've been trying to resolve, and because of that I have been compiling a lot of questions on the issue of free energy, and which I'm going to treat in a very practical form from now on. But today I've picked a very peculiar area which I know some have been asking about. Few people have been asking that questions, and I just want to throw light on it and explain the issues once and for all. Even if I cannot do it in one video, I can do it in other videos. I will do make sure that the question is being resolved once and for all. One of my subscribers asked the question of power break, and he said that something very important. Power break when switch over in free energy generator. He had having an issue on how he can resolve the issue of power break. Power break we're talking about is when you switch over from external power supply to internal power supply, the electric motor will go off completely and the system will not be able to function. And I've received about few questions from this source, and people have been asking the same questions. Say each time I design a different generator, it runs perfectly okay, everything was working perfectly. But each time I switch over to the external internal power source, the issue of power break, or the generator will go off completely. And they ask me, what is the problem? How can they solve this problem? Yes, a free edge generator is a very technical system that requires a good experienced person to teach you and also guide you on how you can do this perfectly. I have decided to make it on the book form because of some of the questions they asked and the issue that are involved in free generator, and I also made the book available for those who want to really go into the field of free energy generator, and not just those who want to do it for fun. And sometimes some of these things you are asking are in the book. You can have your own copy if you wish to, but I'm going to explain a few things on that area that also is an extra from the book. The few things which I may not be able to cover in one book, but I'm going to answer few questions on that of power break. Is an extract from the book, the ebook. Now, for instance, there are three things you need to observe whenever you have the issue of power break. First, these three things are basically the cause of the power break. Maybe one of them, maybe more than three, but the three things are always very common. First of all, we have the issue of insufficient power supply from the generator. This is the generator, as you can see, and this is the electric motor. Now, if you plug this electric motor into a producer power supply, you know the electric motor will run in a very full speed. It will pretend as the electric motor will run very full speed. And then, but when you switch over into the internal power supply, it is going to the electric motor slow down, and as a result, the generator cannot produce the electricity required. Now, why is this happening? Is because the electric motor is not able to receive a good power that will enable it to continue to be in motion. Why? When you switch over from the power supply of external to internal, which has to be the generator, there's automatically a break in transmission. And that break in transmission is what that make the electric motor to slow down, because in the process of switching over, there's a break in supply. And that break in supply is what makes the electric motor to slow down. And in that process of the electric motor to slow down, the generator now could not be able to supply the required voltage that will enable the electric motor to continue to be in motion. As I will call it, to be able to boost it up or to pull it into action, because already the electric current run in a very fast speed. Within a short period of time of switching over, you discover that the voltage will drop immediately, and the generator cannot supply another voltage, because why? The generator receives its own supply from the electric motor. And in other words, electric motor is the power of the generator. So when there's a break in supply, the electric motor reduces its speed. That's why I say it slowed down in speed. As you can see here, it slowed down in speed. And as it slowed down in speed, it automatically affected the generator here in the same process. So generator now, as it's affected, it cannot supply the required voltage. It cannot be able to pull up quickly to action to enable the electric motor to pick up faster again. That is most of the time. That is why whenever you switch over from the power supply of the public or from external power supply to internal power supply, you see that it's a break immediately in your transmission, in your voltage, in your current flow. And that is where some people have issue. Now the question is, what would be the way out? Because if you switch over from this external power supply, any energy generator is working perfectly, and many people doing it and also receive confirmation. Say, sir, this is working. But the issue now is when I switch over, I have issues with it. But if I continue in the power supply of external power supply, the generator still produces the required voltage I need, very high. But each time I switch over back to this process, it will slow down. What shall I do? Very important. Very, very important, because that is where the nitty-gritty of the system lies on. If it cannot run by itself, then it's not flame generator, it's not self-running generator. So that is the area where the issue of into a deep energy design, then you must know this. If you don't want to use a flywheel system, because that is where flywheel coming. If you want to use a flywheel system to solve that problem, because one of the ways to solve this problem is using flywheel. The flywheel will now be introduced. When the flywheel be introduced in between the electric motor and the generator, when you switch over, the flywheel will still be in a motion to keep the generator running. That is number one. That is where we call it the kinetic energy. The energy between the two systems. When you switch over from the external power supply to the internal, the flywheel store the voltage, you store the force that you need to keep your energy running. In this process now, the flywheel helps you. But in the case where you have flywheel and you still have that issue, I'll tell you what to do. That is very important, but it will not be in this video. I'm going to tell you, because that is another area, because I've seen that question and over again. I'm going to explain that in a very practical way, because I know many people have that issue, and I know that is where many of them are trying to use to first. When you have the concept of energy first, I will now bring in that solution in. You are able to design energy generator, you see the energy generator being designed. It means you have appreciated the system. You have known that the system is working. Now, the problem is this area. We're going to resolve that. Now, Another area I'm going to look at is a slow down in the speed of the electric motor. Slow down. If electric motor slow down, definitely you cannot have the required voltage you want for the generator. So you must solve that problem. You think that's the problem of solving? You must not allow the electric motor to slow down in any way, because if you do that, definitely it will affect the production capacity of the generator. Number 3, you must use a correct materials. Don't go and use scrap. If you want to design a friendly generator, want to have good result, use correct materials. Don't go and use scrap that you know that in its own way is not functioning well, and then use it to design a generator, and at that time you still have an issue. For instance, I have what I received from one subscriber of the issue he has, and what we are trying to explain. Now you're going to take a look at this video and see what exactly I'm trying to explain. Now take a look at this.
My name is Felix. As you asked for, this is the component I have purchased and I have constructed. If you look, this is the alternator I'm talking about. You see the picture? That is the 7.5 kilowatts synchronous generator connected here with a belt to an electric motor. The electric motor is this, a 1.5 kilowatts electric motor, 220 volts. You can see very well, 50 megawatts. Although it might not be too clear, I will give you the full details. 1410 revolution per minute. And if you see, this is the cable connected here down to the box, control box. This is the cable from the electric motor. This is the control switch. This portion is the electricity which we use to drive initially. This portion is the connection to the alternator and connection to the other things we want to use the power for. If you see this cable is connected from the alternator here. Now see, down to this place, so that when we run with electricity, we easily shift to alternator, so that the power can continue from alternator into the electric motor. So you are going to see now why I switch it on to electricity. In a moment, I will connect the power. Now that the power is connected, I want to switch it on now. So you see what I'm talking about. My issue now is to bring it to the generator and it stops immediately. That is the problem. He doesn't continue. But if I put it on electricity, it comes on. I initially constructed this thing with a flying wheel located here. in between with this electric motor seated here.
Supply. Whenever I connect it to public power supply, the generator will start running and produce voltage. Now, when you switch over to this internal power supply, which is the generator power, it stopped immediately. Exactly what I explained. Why did it stop? It's because there's a break in voltage transmission between the process of here, down from here to this point here. There's a break. There's definitely a break. The voltage break. So when there's no corresponding voltage that will enable the electric motor to pick up, there's no voltage at that time. So the process now just break and the cut. So when as I switch back to this public power supply, it picks up again. So what Mr. First is having the issue of voltage transmission. The problem of voltage transmission means what it should have been done is to introduce a booster so that the booster will enable the voltage in the process of or if you cannot put in a booster, then you have to find a way to connect the two systems and have a temporal power storage. I don't know whether you understand it. That is a very important area, because the machine is okay, the generator is okay, even if they look somehow old, but it's the problem of changing. The problem of changing from one part to another is the problem it's having. So it does not. There is no way the generator can pick up. Because whenever you switch over to this other side, the power goes completely down as it goes off. So there is no corresponding power that will enable the motor, will enable the electric motor to pick up. So it will now start like starting anew again. That is why it's having an issue. So until you solve that problem of breakdown in power, we'll continue to have that issue. It's a very simple understanding problem. It's not just too difficult. It's not just difficult. Just a simple understanding. Solving the problem of power break. If you have solved the problem of power break, you will not have that issue again.